Well, it is often said that when you respect and give honor to the team that has won, in return, one day your own time go come and they go also applaud you. If you clap for person wey dey win today, tomorrow they fit clap for you. And na wetin Chelsea do last week as they clap for, of course, Liverpool. But that clap na only 4 minutes e last as they pipe them, winning them by 3-1. Surprisingly, na the first time wey Liverpool don lose by more than 1 goal margin for Premier League this season with onslaught. This weekend, champions Liverpool will host Arsenal in the Premier League. And what we understand, Arsenal, who are serial butlers, who have not won the Premier League in almost 2 decades, have said that they might not give a guard of honor to the Premier League champions because of course they are champions already.
They can be.
But before then, on Super Sunday, lunchtime kickoff, we will see a clash that is crucial to who plays Champions League football next season. Newcastle United will play host to Chelsea at the St. James Park. Shekari and TJ joins me on set to look at this game. It is Newcastle United who have won the Carabao Cup, who look poised to return to the Champions League, and level on points with Chelsea on 63 points with just 1 goal separating either side. Yeah. Just 1 goal separating either side. In fact, no, they are both on the same goal difference with more goals scored. Newcastle ahead just because of more goals scored in the Premier League. Newcastle are 4th and Chelsea are 5th in the race for Champions League football. The top 5 teams will qualify for Champions League. However, with second position not even entirely gone, it means there's still a chance for the two sides to even finish as high as even second or third. This weekend, Newcastle against Chelsea. For Chelsea, they've been rejuvenated in recent weeks, enjoying form. Of course, Caicedo, Palmer getting back to scoring form. Enzo Fernandez, for all of the criticism, has been involved in 20 goals this season, 7 goals and 13 assists. No Arsenal player, maybe except Bukayo Saka, has got that number. For all of Chelsea's poor season, they have still got players who have been exceptional. What are the things say go pan out this weekend? Newcastle win or Chelsea go just surprise Newcastle?
For me, I feel Newcastle will win that game. Newcastle has been the whole season, so to say, between Chelsea and Newcastle, between the two of them. I believe Newcastle has been the better team over time. Newcastle has been the better team. I can't remember what they played the first leg. I can't remember what the result was the first leg. But from current form, from what they are trying to achieve this season, I'm tipping Newcastle to see out that game. They are at home and they've been at good form. They've been in good form at home. Yeah. So I believe they will win that game.
Well, in the reverse fixture, Chelsea did beat Newcastle by 2-0, but Newcastle did knock Chelsea out in the Carabao Cup by 2-0, en route winning it. Newcastle at home, like rightly mentioned. This Newcastle team no be pushover. Last season, when they meet this Chelsea team for home, we know how the team take pan out. They pipe Chelsea by 4-1.
Yeah.
And
I remember that game.
And plenty things will repeat itself again.
Yeah, a lot of things can repeat itself. Newcastle are standing. They have the hopes of playing in Champions League. I mean, returning to the Champions League. They've been away for a season, and their last outing wasn't really great. I'm sure that they'll be eager to want to make a return and a better return if possible. Playing at the St. James's Park, you know how the atmosphere can be to anybody, be you the biggest club in the world. Going to the St. James's Park playing against Newcastle is like a slaughterhouse, right? We know how difficult it can be for any opponent to go in there and get a win. I cannot remember the last time any team went into the St. James's Park in the Premier League and got maximum points out of that stadium. It's going to be a very tricky game. Both teams have a lot to play for. They both know that win this game and they have a higher chance of finishing the season a level more stronger, finishing the season way better than they expected. For Chelsea, right? I think they've done a fantastic job, if you ask me. I think that for a really long time they have been poor. Maybe not. I will not. Maybe poor is too strong a word. They haven't really been so great. in all of the season. We've seen how a lot of their players don't struggle. If not for just last week, I don't remember the last time Kupama scored the Premier League goal. It's been disastrous. I mean, in that regard, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why Chelsea has not been their best. They at some point they also had the absence of what's his name, Nicholas Jackson, who I feel is a very, very important player to the attack line of that Chelsea. And then we also saw how they struggled with his absence as well. But for Newcastle also, they've had their own fair share of injury crisis, but good one for them this season. Alexander Isak, player we will know say they always get injured at one point of the season. This season has been more available than any other season he has played in the Premier League so far. They've also had absentees, the likes of their Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon has been injured at some point or the other. Their backup striker was Callum Wilson, who has, I don't think he has played up to four games in the Premier League this season. Good one to see that he's also back. It's going to be all to play for, if you ask me. It's not going to be an easy game for any of those sides, but I think Newcastle stand a higher chance. Also, we know they never really play so well in their last recent games. We saw how they lost scandalously to Aston Villa on the day. And then after that, I'm trying to remember who they played last. I cannot remember, but I think they got a win as well on the day.
They drew their last game.
Brighton.
They were winning that game, and then
Brighton
they have to equalize.
Minutes.
I just remember it was Arsenal that was my apologies. So it was Arsenal that was winning their game, and like someone mentioned at the start of the show, Butlers FC. I don't know who they are talking about, but
Chronic
Butlers FC. But like I said, it's going to be a difficult game, but we're going to see what's going to happen. But I don't know. I want the pitch towards the Newcastle tent.
I'm tilting towards Newcastle too.
Enzo Maresca, first season with Chelsea, coming from Leicester City.
Yeah.
At some point, December period, Chelsea fans, early November, late December,
we don't want
December.
We are not going to. We just want to win our games.
But what will you describe as success for Chelsea this season? They are one leg in the final of the Conference League. Of course, that's the European trophy they played. They didn't have a choice. Look at it squarely. And finishing the top four, finishing the Champions League position will also be great, if you ask me.
It will be a good season for them at the end of the day, because normally we are not expecting in the beginning of the season for them to even fight for the title. Normally,
even the manager said
yes, they are not, and even the fans safe at the point when they were even fighting, they still did not believe. They said, okay, we don't want again. We want to just be winning one game at a time. At the end of the day, the award came to play. Whatever you say to yourself now, you
bring out
if they actually said
whatever. So you will still not say their season has not been okay. It has been an okay season. They win an European title if they are able to beat a Real Betis or Fiorentina.
Score prediction
2-1
Chelsea.
Newcastle.
I'm saying a 1-0 in favor of Newcastle.
1-0 in favor of Newcastle. Let's go to the Anfield quickly, where it will be Liverpool champions who will take on Arsenal in the Premier League. Now, this game is inconsequential. However, it is now important for Arsenal.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, it could have been a game where result does not matter.
Yes.
But right now, result matters for Arsenal because Arsenal are 3 points behind Manchester City. If Arsenal loses this weekend and City wins, City will go level on point with Arsenal. With only goal difference now separating them. What it now means is that should Newcastle United also win, and Newcastle United will now play Arsenal in their next game, win against Chelsea, and then go to the Emirates to win against Arsenal, automatically mean Arsenal will not finish
second.
In the top third,
not even
in the Premier League. So, what do we expect from Arsenal and Mikel Arteta? Because it is not just being trophyless that's now the point. It is now the fact that there is no guarantee that Arsenal will finish second if they lose at the Anfield.
Fine. They are chronic bottler. They will bottle a very good position to put themselves in the place where they will press calculator to see what will happen. They are Nigerians too. They are super good. However, you can give it to Arsenal against top teams in Premier League this season. You can give it to them.
They've not lost to top teams.
They've not lost to top teams, and I don't think they will still do that against Liverpool. So for some reason, I feel like, coming from the heartbreak of losing, crashing out of the Champions League, fatigue, whatever, Liverpool too does not have anything to play for.
Play for, right?
You get. So I feel Arsenal will just try to prove themselves that okay, so far you are in Big 6, Big 7 this season, you are not winning me. You will not win this game, and I will try my best to win you. So I'm tipping Arsenal to win or draw.
Arsenal to win or draw.
Yes. Well, I think it's going to be different, right? For all that Liverpool have played this season, for the kind of beautiful season they have had, to now lose
side.
First off, lose at the Stamford Bridge and then go into your home
to
lose again. I honestly don't see that happening. I think they are going to play Arsenal, right? It's going to be a back-to-back loss for Arsenal. It's going to be
back to back.
It's going to be their fourth loss in a row. I mean, if you ask me, right, I don't think they have anything to play for, right? Themselves, they know that they are in a mess. Liverpool will not want to give anything to chance. We know say they play for anything. They don't want to win anything. The Premier League, they already have it. Yeah. There's no other whatever it is they have to play for, right? But I think for the sake of them not ending the season badly or ending the season with that much losses, they would not want to lose at their backyard against a team like Arsenal. So I expect Liverpool to give Arsenal a lot of problems. I'm even possibly seeing them win against Arsenal.
Well, a possible win for Liverpool against Arsenal. But guys, before I get a score prediction for Arsenal, what will the season mean if they miss out on finishing second?
I think it's not going to be any different from what it is now. The only saving grace that they have is that from first to fourth now, is it fourth or fifth? From first to fifth now plays in the Champions League, right? Now just the only grace we then get. You turn out 1 to 3. Now they play Champions League. We know say Arsenal if. But as it's, like I said, right, it doesn't really change so much whether or not they finish the season second or they finish it fourth. It is a failure as far as I'm concerned. It has been a horrible season as usual, right? For Arsenal fans, I don't know how you people keep expecting anything different. Let's be realistic with ourselves. We're expecting you win the Premier League or the Champions League, right? For the Premier League, they've been the experience, I've been the feel safe. But for that Champions League, can you guys be realistic? More could come out delusion from our minds. Remove delusion from your minds with Miles Lewis Kelly, for crying out loud. With Ricardo Calafiori. Let's be honest ourselves. For us now, except so that no one telling ourselves the truth, it has been a terrible season, like I expected. It's been a poor season. I will not even say below par because I don't expect anything. If I say below par or disappointing, it will be like say at the start of the season, I was not expecting.
We expected them to.
They even surprised me that they even stayed that long in second, right? You get one time where Chelsea constantly play reasonable football. If you say Chelsea go easily kick them off, and Man City too as well, we're not expecting them to get the kind deep in form where they've been get. If they were not having all that they have, Arsenal would not even be in the conversation to start with.
Score prediction.
I'm seeing a 3-0 win in favor of Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool?
Yes. Are you surprised?
What's happen? 3-0. No. I'm seeing an Arsenal 1-1 draw.
Well, 1-1 draw for Arsenal. Well, it is for Arsenal. I must say before we go on the show, as a unification message, and this message goes out to Arsenal fans. Of course, our Tumba. We love you so much. We cannot wait to see you again. On behalf of Football Temple and the three of us in the studio, we say, please liberate your children from Arsenal. Let those children have freedom.
Emancipate
and emancipate. Let them breathe. Let them breathe.
Otumba, let them be.
Let them be. These kids are young. They cannot continue to, of course, see next season that will come.
Now, no,
I must say that
for of course the man who likes English grammar, the grammarian, the bishop himself, and also Arinze. He's always waxing lyrically about Arsenal, and of course on our fans group, Sunshine,
who is
always
Concord as well,
BJ,
and
all of the Arsenal fans, you know.
We're with you guys in this trying times. You're not alone.
And to all Arsenal fans, Abdul, of course, my status. Of course, how many Arsenal fans?
Osas too.
Yeah, Osas.
I will not forget you, Osas.
I will not forget you.
I will make sure that I call you right after this show.
To my own very own Oga, the Radio Ashavin, we are with you. Michael Obasi, we are with you. Kola Daniels, we are with you. All of you who are Arsenal fans, we love you. We understand what it means. And to, of course, Uncanny Sam, who is a lover of Arsenal and good football. We are also with you. I think Biodu also, Mr. Biodu also is an Arsenal fan. We are also with you, to all Arsenal fans. And those who support Arsenal, we are with you in these trying times.
Please do
and
well.
we just want to tell you one thing.
But why will you love
please,
please do well.
On behalf of the production team, led by, of course, Mr. Sani Goswill, and of course, Miss Favor, and of course, Miss Ilomi, Mr. Nanchin, Mr. Sule, and of course, we here on set, we say, for Arsenal, see you next season.
Like
and we hope the best.
Like Netflix.
As usual.
As usual.
Next season.
Au revoir. Football Tempo brought to you by Azar Studio. Arsenal,
Be there.
be there. Next season.